Hello, I'm David Martone, Executive Chef at Classic Thyme Cooking School here in Westfield, New Jersey. Working today with Chef Adam Orgenzucker, who's assisting me do 3 different dishes. Now, I never did these dishes before, but I had a great lunch yesterday and ate all 3 of these things. We were up in Connecticut for something, so I wrote down what I remembered the ingredients being in the dishes. I'm going to try and flip back into my memory and pull it out and get them all done. In a previous show that we shot, we talked about using some leftover flank steak that's been cooked. So we have some flank steak that we broiled up. We simply seasoned it with salt and pepper, boiled it, and now it's sitting at room temperature. So 3 different dishes. One is going to have flank steak, one is going to be an endive salad, and one is going to be a beet salad. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get Adam doing some stuff for me. So Adam, maybe while I do the avocado, we could cut this red pepper up into slivers. Okay. And you know what? Make little piles of the stuff on one of those sheet trays, and we'll just assemble it all toward the end. Got a whole lot of stuff crammed into a little area, so you know, we're kind of going to be like a 3-legged race. We're taking an avocado. Avocados, you pick them out, you would pick peaches. They have to be a little bit soft and push in, and if your finger goes in easily, you know, to feel that it's a little soft, it's ripe. We're going to cut through the avocado. Here's the stem and here's the end. So we're cutting stem to stern, not this way across the equator. Be very, very careful. Avocados can be very dangerous because they're slippery. I revolved the avocado 360 degrees because there's a large pit in the center. I turn the avocado this way so we can expose that pit. I take the knife, lay the avocado down on a solid surface, and whack the knife into that pit and give it a little turn just to dislodge it. Then we take and we push the pit out from the back. Never want to grab it here because that avocado is so slippery, you're bound to slide off, and that can be 6 stitches on either side of your hand. Next off, we take the avocado with a small little paring knife. You do this on the board. I'm going to hold it up, but I don't recommend that you hold it in your hand because we're slicing through. We don't want to slice through the leathery skin, but in the event that the avocado is extremely firm and you push a little too hard, or if you're just not paying good attention and you push a little too hard, you can cut right through that skin, and I hate to see you cut the palm of your hand. So what we do is we cut that into slices, and then with the spoon, we can scoop all of that avocado out in a nice scoop. Now, bring that tray over for 1 minute. But what I like to do sometimes is to cut it also into little dice. So you would simply cut it in both directions before you scooped it out, but I wanted to show you that it can be done either way. And you have a nice little avocado that's already cut up. Adam's going to take over and he's going to slice that up, finish that, and what's left is just the leathery skin. You can save it, you know, make a little puppet face for your kids or throw it away, do nothing with it. Now we're going to clean up the avocado off our knife. We're going to take our red onion. I'm going to slice that red onion up. After I slice it, I hold it on the other side so it doesn't fall apart. I'm just going to cut it in nice fine slices. After I cut those fine slices, I'm going to make 1 slice straight across. Once that's done, we're all set. I think that's, we're probably good with this amount of onion. Put that in a little pile. And then we're going to take our scallions, and we're going to mince up our scallions just nice and fine like this on our cutting board. And I'm actually going to let Adam complete that. It's great. We have like this whole assembly line going. And knife skills is real key to any of this stuff that you do. While Adam's doing that, mincing up those scallions, I want to put some rubber gloves on and show you what we're doing with beets for another dish. Now you wear these rubber gloves because when you touch beets, see how purple they get. Adam, see your hands? That's what happens if you don't wear the rubber gloves. And we did that on purpose because we wanted to show you just what happens. We take these beets and we peel off bottom and top, and then with your knife, you just scrape across the flesh, and what that does is it removes all of the skin. So all we did was simply poach these in some water. So we've got our beets with all the skin removed. And then what we're going to do, move this right up here. I'm actually going to rinse the skins off my hands. You know what, Adam? Take that flank steak,
Okay.
and let's start to slice it just the way it is. Put a bunch of nice thin slices. Then we'll take those slices and we'll cut them up a little smaller. I'll show you how we'll do that.
Okay.
We're going to take our beets, and I'm just going to quarter them up and put them in a bowl while Adam's slicing that flank steak. Remember, we have 3 dishes going. Adam, did you pay attention what time we started?
Not
and
at
what
all,
time we
actually.
have to finish?
We have to finish 22 minutes, I believe, from when we started.
Oh, okay. As soon as we can determine that, we'll know that we won't run over.
We'll work on it.
Can't let these little things slow us down.
Not at all.
Timing. Somebody will give us a signal when we have, at the 5-minute point.
That'll
This is where
work.
we know whatever we haven't finished, we'll put off to another show. And whatever we can finish, we'll finish and get all set.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Can't let cooking be stressful. Okay. You don't want to get this stuff on your clothes. Okay, beets are sliced up. Let's see. Adam, once you get done with all of that, let's take, let me just borrow this for a second. Take those pieces and we'll stack a couple of them up. And what we'll do is, I think we'll slice them in half again.
All right.
Make nice long strips. And then we'll cut them in pieces that aren't too small. Maybe cut each piece in 4 pieces, and then we'll make a nice little
Pile on our
of
tray.
that. Yeah.
All right.
That's probably
More than
enough there. Yeah. Let's move this flank steak off. There's a great thing that you can do with the leftovers. Now, also with this beet salad, we're going to have some grapefruit and some orange. Both going to be cut the same way. The orange we cut off both ends. And we're going to peel this orange, but not with a peeler. We're peeling it with a knife. Sorry that I'm not staring up at the camera, but for this one, I really have to watch what I'm doing. And we want to try and get all the peel off, leaving very little white, which is the pith, which is bitter, and not take too much of the flesh off so that we don't wind up with no orange to use in our beet salad. This is such a simple, simple salad. And the fact that we've poached nice, fresh beets, it's just wonderful. You know what, Adam? Let's flip your...
Yeah, let me just grab a new board.
Yep, grab a new board. So now I just clean up this orange a little bit. Get all those little pieces of white pith off. Now you can start doing the same thing on the grapefruit and that other orange. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, on either side of the membrane inside, we're going to pull out all the little orange and grapefruit segments. And we're going to throw them right in the bowl with the beets.